And I don't mean to be controversial, y'all know me, okay, but sometimes as a grown woman, you just need a grilled cheese. You just need a little grilled cheese and you're gonna be fine. And if you don't understand the sentiment I'm making, this isn't the place for you, and that's okay.
We stop eating dairy products, cheeses, creams, yogurts, milk. How are we going to get our calcium? Let's have a look at the glass of cow's milk. Here's a glass of cow's milk. It's high in protein and high in calcium. But this protein, this animal protein, is very dirty burning fuel. Only 58% is burnt as fuel. So what that does is it leaves a 42% waste. That is a sulfur waste. It's very acid. And do you remember what the body uses to negate acidity? Calcium. So the calcium from that glass of cow's milk is used to negate that acid residue. How much calcium is left for our body? None.
Cottage cheese, yes or no? Build and repair muscle? Yes. Improve mood and memory? Yes. Good post-workout food? Yes. Bad because of how it's processed? No. Reduce appetite? Yes. Support GLP-1 levels? Yes. Too high in calories? No. Strengthen bones? Yes. Control blood sugar? Yes. Increase cancer risk? No. High in protein? Yes. Lower cholesterol? Yes.
Once my friend and I were talking about how sometimes eating cheese is the only thing that makes us feel better. And then we looked it up and found out cheese contains tyramine, an amino acid that increases the release of norepinephrine in the body. Norepinephrine is a chemical in the brain that affects mood and attention. So who specifically could this provide some symptom relief for? People with ADHD. Norepinephrine plays a key role in attention and focus. ADHD is associated with low dopamine and norepinephrine. People with depression, specifically low energy paralysis types.
Say the weird thing.
At one point in time in the United States, the dairy industry was struggling so heavily that they reached out to lobbyists who went to the government, who encouraged them to buy an excess of cheese to make sure the stock market didn't crash surrounding the dairy industry, resulting in what we now know as the cheese caves, but also something else. While the government stores the cheese in the cheese caves, they also send out plenty of excess cheese to modern pizza chains in the United States, such as Papa John's and Domino's and Jets, and pretty much every pizza chain you know of uses government cheese.
Things they don't tell you. Eating cheese before drinking alcohol can decrease your risk of having a hangover. This is because cheese has a lot of protein, fat, and complex carbs that can coat the stomach, which decreases the absorption of alcohol. Cheese can help the body metabolize alcohol better and prevent liver damage. Cheese also replenishes nutrients because it is full of B vitamin and calcium. These specific nutrients are depleted from the body when drinking alcohol.
Summer is coming, you want to be skinny, so this is what you're going to do. You're gonna go to the store and you're going to stock up on cottage cheese. Then you're going to replace one of your meals with cottage cheese, and you can make it either savory or sweet.
This is a major no-no. Do not store your cheese in plastic bags. I know we all do this when we're entertaining. You just throw the cheeses in a bag so that you can serve dinner or you're done with your night. But really, the cheese is porous. It's a living thing. It absorbs everything in the plastic that is not good for us, carcinogens, and those can potentially become endocrine disruptors. So it's really important, especially for women, that we store our cheese not in plastic bags.
Genuinely so unfair how bad of a rap cottage cheese gets in history. It really is, because it's genuinely a superfood. It is low calorie, it is high in protein, and it's so useful in recipes. It is literally one of the things that brought America through World War I, and more importantly from that, World War II actually. Because back during both of the wars, there ended up being shortages for basic products, right? Staples. You had things that had to be more reserved for the soldiers that were gonna be on the front line. So meat and other more expensive products became harder to get. And so the US government, in order to be able to encourage people to leave more meat for the soldiers, tried to find alternatives for people to eat. One of the key ones was cottage cheese, which is so incredibly useful still. Again, this is good. I've never actually eaten cottage cheese before. Never. Literally before this week, I hadn't. But now, because of a recipe that we actually had here for a cottage cheese pasta dish, which I'm going to leave a link for here, you can probably see from this creator, it is so good. It is actually so good.
Did you eat your protein today? You gotta eat your protein. If you want to be jerked, you gotta eat your protein. I'm eating it. Drink your water. Drinking it. Put cottage cheese in it. It's so good.
I'm pregnant with the world's greediest baby, and today she was craving something I know we're going to get judged for. She wanted a mac and cheese sandwich with streaky bacon, crispy fried chicken, and a melted mozzarella center. And to the people in the comments asking me if I've calculated the calories in any of these sandwiches, I just want to remind you that I'm currently pregnant, so all calories are actually a write-off. Now,
putting a flavor packet in your water is going to make you drink 32 ounces of water. The flavor packet is a healthy choice. If putting cheese on your broccoli will get you to eat the broccoli, the cheese is a healthy choice.
So Atomic Apple Pie here talks in this video about how she's had a destructive relationship with food and how a specialist has helped her understand this, which I could not agree with more. She goes on to recommend Mariana's Pantry and her scoopable salads, which I'm actually eating one right now. Very good. And well, of course, I want to thank everyone that recommended me in the comments. I'd also like to shout out Kylie and Liza. Both do a great job of showing you that adding is better than restricting.
I'm the leanest I've ever been in my life. I have muscle definition I've never had in my life. I have a 6-pack at 42 years old, and this is why. I'm eating whole foods. And when I say whole foods, you hear that over and over. It means literally I'm eating a food that is made up of one thing: an egg, a piece of broccoli, a potato, olive oil with chicken, turkey breast. Like, I'm eating foods that has not been processed or modified in any way. I spent my 20s and a lot of my 30s chasing macros and like protein, hitting my protein and eating like protein bars and protein powders, or getting like cereals or crackers or packaged goods that were high fiber, fiber enriched, high protein. Stop with that crap. Eat stuff that is one single ingredient. I cannot believe the abs that I have at 42 years old. Like, it is not rocket science. Stop eating crap in a package.
Right, a lot of people ask what my mom, who's 73, eats in a day. And if you knew what her diet's like, you would be very, very shocked, because I don't know anyone who eats as healthy as she does. I'm going to do that too after my surgery. But okay, what do we eat for breakfast, Mom?
Yogurt, and then probiotic 2.
Yeah.
Mix, and then apple, and then oatmeal.
Okay, so her breakfast is usually probiotics, kefir, like a yogurt. She has a ton of yogurt, an apple, and oatmeal.
Here are the 7 foods you should eat every day. Number 1, apples. They really do keep the doctor away. They contain phytonutrients that you can't get anywhere else and aid in skin health, weight loss, and balancing blood sugar. Number 2, olives. The black and green are both good, but black is best. They contain homovanillic acid, which supports all aspects of mental health. Number 3, broccoli. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, which supports the biosignaling of the body. They are antidepressant and protect the lungs from pollution. Number 4, blackberries, strawberries, and raspberries.
Shocking new research has come out showing that eating cheese, and yes, I mean just eating cheese, plays an extremely important role in healthy, happy aging and in mental health. And the correlation here was just so much stronger than it should have been. It got its own article. So this was a massive study of 2.3 million people, and it found that independent of socioeconomic factors, factors like mental well-being may be one of the most important aspects to healthy aging and living longer, more resilient lives. But what's interesting is that one of the factors that is really good for stress resilience, well-being, and overall mental health boost is how much cheese do you eat, at least according to the study.